5 seconds in a room with Tupac killer.
And I only need 1 second with you, dude.
Hey guys, it's your girl, Tatiana. Today, we're diving into the latest rumors and speculations surrounding the one and only Keefe D's situation in prison. Strap yourselves in, folks, because this is one roller coaster ride you won't want to miss. For those of you who may not be familiar, Keefe D is no stranger to the spotlight. Known for his involvement in the infamous Tupac Shakur murder case, Keefe D has been a figure of fascination and controversy for decades. Now, with recent reports swirling about his time behind bars, the question on everyone's minds is, what's really going on with Keefe D in prison? Let me break it down. Recent reports have painted a grim picture of Keefe D's situation in prison. From threats to his safety to rumors of dangerous encounters, it seems like Keefe D is facing some serious challenges behind bars. But what exactly is he up against? And how is it affecting him? Rumor has it that he's been caught up in a gnarly stabbing incident. And let me tell you, things are not looking good for him. Now, I don't want to sound like a downer, but the deets are pretty grim. There's not a whole lot of info leaking out of those prison walls, which has got everyone on edge. Will Keefe D pull through? It's like waiting for the next episode of your favorite drama series. You just gotta stick around to find out. So, what's the deal with this stabbing, you ask? Well, your guess is as good as mine. But don't worry, we're gonna get to the bottom of it together. Buckle up, because this prison saga is about to get wild. So, get this. Reggie Wright Jr. spilling the beans like never before. In an exclusive interview with Bomb on November 17th, Reggie, the OG from Suge Knight's Death Row Records, dropped a bombshell about Keefe D's prison woes. And trust me, it's juicy. Reggie, whose pops used to run the show at the Los Angeles Sheriff Department's Operation Safe Street in Compton, spilled the tea about Keefe's rough time behind bars. He spilled,
even though I think he want to stay in that special housing because I heard he done got whooped on about 3 times already in there. Got that confirmed from a very, very good source.
And hold on to your hats, folks, because it's not over yet. Reggie ain't done spilling the tea. He added, he gonna get when those dudes at the pen find out how he was saying they soft. Yeah, that audio is still out there. You better call Vlad and try to get it pulled down. But wait, there's more. Just earlier this month, Keefe D pleaded not guilty in Tupac's 1996 murder case. Yep, you heard it right, guys. After a bunch of delays in his arraignment process, Keefe D's trial is finally set to kick off on June 3rd, 2024. And mark your calendars, because he's due back in court for another hearing at the beginning of next year. Because here's the kicker. Keefe D's attorneys, Charles Koo and Robert Arroyo, are planning to seek bail. Can you believe it, folks? Bail. While some of us are glad at the prospect that justice may finally be served on behalf of Tupac, others ain't so sure if Keefe D's arrest has really brought any closure. Big Hit, speaking straight from the heart, spilled the tea earlier this week, claiming that nothing, absolutely nothing, can make up for what was lost when the late icon, Tupac, was tragically taken from us. Can I get an amen? This is where it gets spicy. While Nevada is a capital punishment state, prosecutors won't be seeking the death penalty for Keefe if he's convicted. The drama just keeps on coming. At 60 years young, he's claiming to have been diagnosed with cancer. Fans of the late rapper Tupac believe that Keefe's cancer claim is nothing but an elaborate scheme to try and get a reduced sentence or some form of sympathy from the judge. Can you believe the audacity? Keefe D has been singing like a canary. He's made a number of claims over the years about masterminding the shooting of Tupac. Yep, you heard me right. He even detailed the whole incident in his 2019 book, Compton Street Legend. And let's not forget about Orlando Anderson, the well-known Crips gang member who's also at the center of it all. Rumor has it that he was involved in a casino brawl with Tupac on the night of the shooting. Anderson is believed to have been in the car with Keefe D during the drive-by shooting, with some accounts even IDing him as the gunman. It only gets deeper and deeper. Death Row Records co-founder Suge Knight was also wounded during the night of Tupac's shooting. Can you believe it? And now he's chiming in on Keefe D's arrest from behind bars. Talk about drama from every angle. In an interview with TMZ straight from prison, Suge Knight spilled the tea, stating that he won't testify against the former gang member if called to the stand during the trial. Suge Knight also dropped a bombshell, claiming that Keefe D wasn't the one who pulled the trigger that fateful night. Can you believe the twists and turns? Now let's talk about the speculation. If this case gets any more complicated, a judge might have to pull out all the stops and force Knight to testify against Keefe D. Pitchfork reported that his formal arraignment was held on November 2nd, where he entered his plea while being represented by a public defender. Now, what about the biggest obstacle in this wild ride? Suge Knight's refusal to spill the tea about what exactly he saw on the night of September 7th, 1996. TMZ, bless their hearts, managed to snag an interview with the Death Row Records co-founder over the phone back in October. Knight, who's currently behind bars serving a 28-year sentence of his own for voluntary manslaughter, didn't hold back. He spilled the beans, claiming that Keefe D's nephew, Orlando Anderson, was not the shooter, contrary to popular belief. There were only 2 people in the car. Pac's not going to tell the story, and I ain't going to tell the story. Knight went on to say, "But I can tell you this. I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando because he wasn't the shooter. But hold on to your hats, because Keefe D isn't keeping quiet about it." In his interview and book, he's spilling all the tea on the fatal shooting of Tupac. And let's not forget about the encounters near the Las Vegas Strip. Keefe D detailed how their group, including individuals like DeAndre Freaky Smith and Terry Bubble Up Brown, crossed paths with Tupac's caravan. And let's not forget about Keefe D's narratives. He's giving us the play-by-play of the events that led to Tupac's tragic demise. It's like we're peeling back the layers of a juicy onion, uncovering the motivations and circumstances behind that fateful night. As the trial date of June 3rd, 2024 creeps closer, the world is on the edge of its seat, eagerly awaiting answers to all the burning questions surrounding this decades-long murder case. But here's the kicker. Keefe D's role in those events will be under the microscope in the courtroom. Every detail, twist, and turn will be scrutinized like never before. That's a wrap on today's video, uncovering the truth about Keefe D's situation in prison. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to my channel for more juicy updates on all your favorite celebs. And hey, if you have any thoughts or theories about Keefe D's predicament, I want to hear them. Drop them in the comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Tatiana out.